Today is the 21st day of the first month, the 10th year of Channel Group, February 21st, 2022. To begin our day, let's offer our respect and gratitude to our Heavenly Parent and true parents of heaven, earth, and all humankind. 천진 천부모님께 경배 바로 Let us recite 가정맹세.
가정맹세 1. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 본향 땅을 찾아 본연의 창조 이상인 지상 천국과 천상 천국을 창건할 것을 맹세하나이다. 2. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님을 모시어 천주의 대표적 가정이 되며 중심적 가정이 되어 가정에서는 효자, 국가에서는 충신, 세계에서는 성인, 천주에서는 성자의 가정의 도리를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 3. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 4대 심정권과 3대 왕권과 황족권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 4. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님의 창조 이상인 천주 대가족을 형성하여 자유와 평화와 통일과 행복의 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 5. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 매일 주체적 천상세계와 대상적 지상세계의 통일을 향해 전진적 발전을 촉진화할 것을 맹세하나이다. 6. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님의 대신 가정으로서 천운을 움직이는 가정이 되어 하늘의 축복을 주변에 연결시키는 가정을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 7. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 본연의 혈통과 연결된 위하는 생활을 통하여 심정 문화 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 8. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 천일국 시대를 맞이하여 절대신앙, 절대사랑, 절대복종으로 신인의 일체 이상을 이루어 지상천국과 천상천국의 해방권과 석방권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
For our opening prayer, may I request our OIC Center Leader of Bacolod and Shanbo Challenger, Pastor Stephen Himay.
Magandang umaga po. Narinig po ako.
Yes, po.
So let's pray. Dear loving Heavenly Parents, victorious protector of heaven, earth, and humankind, for this moment once again, we invite you to this beautiful morning. Loving Heavenly Parents, we thank you for all the love and the blessings that we receive, especially now we can wake up this morning, we can breathe this air, and can see the sunlight. Loving Heavenly Parents. Loving Heavenly Parents, we ask and pray to you, and how we able to understand more deeply your heart, and especially our true mother, that we can eat, our true mother that stay no longer here on earth, and protect our true mother, and for the success of our true mother's activities throughout the world. And also, loving Heavenly Parents, we ask and pray to you for all the leaders throughout the world, to all the blessed family, to all the members of Unification Church, to all the Chumbok people, loving Heavenly Parents. That we protect them and guide them, loving Heavenly Parents. And especially, loving Heavenly Parents, that all leaders are able to understand and receive more vision and how we can guide more people to bring the victorious to our parents. And pray to you, loving Heavenly Parents, that our mother desire for the unity of the North and South Korea. We can be realized loving Heavenly Parents and also loving Heavenly Parents for the firm establishment of the unified world that will be fulfilled in this coming 2027. Loving Heavenly Parents, we ask and pray to you that each one of us become able to understand more deeply the heart of our Heavenly Parents and also the heart of true parents who eager, longing to establishing this ideal world. And how our true mother will always emphasize on how we can be bold and courageous in doing our responsibility every day, in doing our mission to become a magnet, and how we can attract more people come to your side, and how to be stand still to proclaim our identity as a unificationist, and how we can really spread out the words of a true parent and can bring for people and invite them, and how to attract these people to know our true parents, loving Heavenly Parents. We ask and pray to you that you always be with us. I pray to you, loving Heavenly Parents, to allow us to unite our mind and body and to become dominate our eternally, our mind, so that we can go on forward until to realize this kingdom of heaven here on earth. Loving Heavenly Parents, I ask and pray to you also this pandemic that can be completely eliminate, eradicate in this world so that our brothers and sisters, we can go on forward 100% without barrier, loving Heavenly Parents, so that can reach all these people and how to invite them, loving Heavenly Parents, to know our true parents. And also, loving Heavenly Parents, I pray to you for the crisis between Russia and Ukraine, loving Heavenly Parents. We can be resolved, loving Heavenly Parents. Even though the providence advancement, loving, we are already advanced, loving Heavenly Parents, but Satan is trying to block, to create some commotion, loving Heavenly Parents, to block this Heavenly Parents' desire to establish this kingdom. Loving Heavenly Parents, we pray to you that we can be able to unite completely to our true mother without hesitation, loving Heavenly Parents. Our heart and mind are completely one with our true mothers. Whatever difficulties, whatever trials we encounter in life of faith, whatever problem, loving Heavenly Parents, we can still go on forward and how we can bring the proud victory to our true parents. Loving Heavenly Parents, we pray to you, to our brothers and sisters who really work so much in the front line. Protect them and guide them, loving Heavenly Parents, especially to our all activities or upcoming activities, loving Heavenly Parents, because success and to be fruitful, loving Heavenly Parents. And all our HPM, loving Heavenly Parents, we pray to you how we can be able to educate them for this 430 family members, loving Heavenly of our HPM. Loving Heavenly Parents, please guide each everyone, especially the Chumbo couple, loving Heavenly Parents, please guide them in how they can be able to educate and how to be able to understand all this HPM, loving Heavenly, to know our two parents completely, loving Heavenly Parents. We pray to you so that we can be united together and how we can be one in heart to our true parents so that we can bring victory. Loving Heavenly Parents, please be with us and guide us, each and every one of us. And especially for today, that once again we can receive the food, our spiritual life, to our President, Dr. Leo Halu, loving Heavenly Parents. Please, our heart and mind and body can be united to listen the words of our true parents, loving Heavenly Parents, and how we can be able to once again to energize ourselves, loving Heavenly Parents, to go on forward to this outside world and how to really eradicate Satan in this world completely, loving Heavenly Parents. Please, loving Heavenly Parents, make your instrument out your mountain, our President, loving Heavenly Parents, so that we can convey completely your words with us and touch our heart, loving Heavenly Parents, so that we can go on forward for the success of our true parents' desire, loving Heavenly Parents. gracefully allow us, and heart and mind can be one with us, to our heavenly parents and to our president, so that we can be able to understand completely the words of our heavenly parents and true parents. All these things have the report my name, Stephen, and to claim him the blessings of and honor to the Lord. Adu.
Adieu. Adieu. And now let us offer our sincere unison prayer. Adieu. 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 Let us offer our morning greetings. Good morning, Heavenly Parents and true parents. And morning to our dear leaders, our national leader, Dr. Reverend Leo Angelo Halog, and our blessed families, our Chonbo families, and our brothers and sisters. So my name is Manilyn Zamora Bartolo, and I'll be your MC for today's Handuke. And now for our Handuke reading, let us listen to the autobiography of our beloved true mother, to be read to us by our second generation here in Bacolod Center, Miss Viennahan Marie Salido, our YSP Bacolod chapter president.
Good morning, brothers and sisters, leaders, blessed families. Mother of Peace, a memoir by Hakja Hanmon. Chapter 9, God's Kingdom in Our Mid, continuation. We cannot let the world be ignorant of the coming of true parents and the blessings and grace of God. We must guide all people to attend heaven. Those who live in the kingdom of heaven and earth can go to the kingdom of heaven in heaven. We have one goal and one path, the path by which we can become God's proud sons and daughters. We need to lead lives such that God can embrace us and say, "Well done, my daughter, well done, my son." We need to realize in our hearts that this is the golden age. True parents' guiding life philosophy is live for the sake of others. Wherever I may go, I practice living for the sake of others. I always try to love people more than their own parents or siblings do. People tend to keep the best things for themselves and give things of lesser value to others, even in the relationship with their own parents. If you pursue only personal gain, chains of addiction and greed will tie you down. If you don't constantly put others first and live for their sake, you are on the path to eternal freedom and blessing. When I see people in need, I give them whatever I have. A world where everyone gives their best things to others is a world of joy. This is my life philosophy. People who live only for themselves will soon hit a wall. You need to live your life with love and generosity. Many people suppose that Father and Mother Moon are wealthy. They Truth is, we have never owned a house, a car, anything. I am sure no one has been as thrifty as my husband and I. How can we possibly eat good food and sleep in comfort while knowing that missionaries are working through the night at home and abroad? We direct that all donations from church members be used for the poor through building schools and other projects. We have established businesses around the world, fisheries, machine tool plants, pharmaceutical companies, newspapers, hotels, and more. Just in Africa, our members built schools in Senegal, Mozambique, and Zambia, a school for the handicapped in Lagos, Nigeria, an orphanage in Tingo, Northern Benin Republic, clinics in Cotonou, Benin, and Nigeria Cross River State, a sausage factory in Lusaka, Zambia, a hamburger franchise in Cote d'Ivoire, an agricultural school, and a food processing factory in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and a farm in Lusaka, Zambia. We never focused on making a profit. Our movement's investment was to benefit the host nations, create jobs, and improve society. We endured hunger because we knew there were people who were hungrier. We should not be indebted to heaven. People who follow the providential path while coveting material things violate heavenly law and bring sorrow to their parents. Life is like running a marathon without knowing when it will end. A truly successful life is not powered by money, position, or authority. It is powered by true love. True love is a mother breastfeeding when she is going hungry. That is the greatest love of all. Love is why we are here, how we should live, and where we are going. No matter the difficulties we face, the answer is to practice absolute faith, absolute love, and absolute obedience. If you reflect on God's heart, you will recognize that the hardships and suffering that you may be going through are nothing compared to His. We have to repent before God. You did not bring yourself into the world. Your life is a gift from God. His will for us in that we make our lives beautiful and worthwhile. When we believe in our hearts that we are here for our children and family, for our spouse, as well as for all humanity in the entire world, we will find happiness. In all of this, your heart is your closest teacher. In the face of difficulty or confusion, ask your heart. Your heavenly parent who loves you resides deep in your heart. You are designed to hear God's true voice. We all need to own our ability to hear and true voice of Heavenly Father and Heavenly Mother in our hearts. Your heart is your eternal guardian. Heartfelt prayer is the only passageway to God. Through such true prayer, you will receive the grace of God and true parents and in even the most destitute and difficult place. The helping hand of that grace leads us on the free and happy path to the kingdom of heaven. The way of rebirth and resurrection. Don't you miss the sea? In the course of your daily life, don't you sometimes get the urge to rush to the beach and jump into the blue ocean? The sea is a symbol of the mother and the icon of motherhood. The deep sea is like a mother's bosom. That's where we want to be. When people stand in front of Niagara Falls in North America or Iguazu Falls in South America, they cannot hide their amazement and awe. Some turn speechless, overwhelmed by the majestic vista. How did these magnificent waterfalls come to be? They are the unification of innumerable streams, large and small. By the law of nature, small streams flow into greater ones. Streams and rivers start at different places but have the same destination, one great ocean. A stream that refuses to flow simply dies. In the same way, religions that only cling to their own doctrines and refuse to unite with others die spiritually and eventually dry up. A religious teaching that explains God's original nature must now emerge. Aju.
Aju. Thank you so much, Miss Diana, for reading, and let's give a big hand to our beloved true mother. All right, at this point, let us listen to the appreciation points to be given to us by one of our full-time here at Iloilo Center and our Tonilmudo secretary. Let's welcome Miss Kimberly Patron.
Good morning, Heavenly Parents and Church friends. Good morning, leaders, my brother and sisters. Here is my 10 points of gratitude. Number 1, I am grateful for the gift of life and the great love from God that I feel every day. 2, I am grateful and thankful that I meet true parents in my life. 3, I am grateful to Heavenly Parents for the guidance and protection to all of us every day. 3, I am grateful for all the things that I have and for all the people around me. 5, I am grateful for the support, my spiritual family and my physical family. Number 6, I am grateful for Kuya Jaime Huson for the unconditional love and for the always supporting me, especially for my studies. 7, I am grateful for all the leaders here at Iloilo Center for guiding me, nurturing my spiritual life. 7, I'm grateful for my leaders. 8, I'm grateful for all the leaders and my brother and sisters who really work hard to the providence of especially for the national leaders that give spiritual motivation every day. 9, I'm grateful that my spiritual mother is my elder sister, Virgie Patron Huson. And lastly, I'm grateful for my soul for not giving up, especially my spiritual life. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Miss Kimberly Patron. That was very quick reflection or appreciation, but really full of love and blessings. So once again, let's give a big hand to our Kimberly. All right, so at this time, let us, to lighten up our morning devotion, let us listen to the rendition of Miss Beverly Patron, her sister, to the song entitled Tell the World of His Love. So, yeah.
For God so loved the world, He gave us His only Son, Jesus Christ our Savior, His most precious one. He has sent us His message of love and sends those who hear to bring the message to everyone in a voice loud and clear. Let us tell the world of His love, the greatest love the world has known. Search the world for those who have walked astray and lead them home. Fill the world's darkest corners with His light from above. Walk every step, every mile, every road, and tell the world of His love. Our Lord, our Savior, our King, Emmanuel, Prince of Peace, begotten of the Father's love, born to set us free. Let heaven and earth sing His praises, His righteousness proclaim. Let every heart rejoice in His love and magnify His name. Let us tell the world of His love, the greatest love the world has known. Search the world for those who have walked astray and lead them home. Fill the world's darkest corners with His light from above. Walk every step, every mile, every road, and tell the world of His love. Let us tell the world of His love, the greatest love the world has known. Search the world for those who have walked astray and lead them home. Fill the world's darkest corners with His light from above. Walk every step, every mile, every road, and tell the world of His love. Tell the world of His love.
Wow, that was a very angelic voice. Thank you so much, Miss Beverly Patron, for singing for today. Once again, let's give a big hand to Miss Patron. All right, so the song reminds us to tell the world about the love of our heavenly parent and true parents. Okay, so now, brothers and sisters, let us to power up our day. Let us turn our minds and our hearts to our Hunduke message to be given to us by our very hardworking and passionate national leader. Let us welcome our Reverend Dr. Leo Angelo T. Halog.
I would like to offer my greeting first to our Heavenly Parents and True Parents. Good morning, Heavenly Parents and True Parents. To all our beloved leaders who are joining us this morning, all our beloved Chondo families and the Central families and brothers and sisters. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. And thank you very much again for joining today's morning devotion. I would like to appreciate our beloved brothers and sisters, our Region 6 family for hosting today's morning devotion. And thank you for that very inspiring song offered by our sister Beverly. I think she is working in Thailand. Yeah, and also for the beautiful 10 points of gratitude by her sister, Kimberly. Yeah, thank you very much for sharing these inspiring things this morning. Today I will going to start a new topic. Yeah, today I will be sharing from still from Through Mother Hakjahan Moon and Anthology 1. Now I will be sharing in part 3, Tradition and Inheritance. Chapter 1, Challenges in Inheriting the Tradition. The subtopic is Let Us Resemble True Parents. Let us study together. Okay, so let's learn from True Mother's words. Mother said, "Father is one of the busiest people in the world. You must have heard stories about true father going fishing or hunting. Every time father goes fishing, I find myself pondering. Father is one of the busiest people in the world. He is always talking about the providence and taking care of business and thinking up complex plans in order to realize it. However, when he is fishing, he looks like he is not thinking about anything other than fishing and concentrates completely on it like it's the most fun activity in the world. And so in this chapter, Mother is talking about true father. So I think many of our young members really they couldn't see true father, right? And we don't know much. But there are parts of really true mother's speeches that she's talking about how amazing true father is. So in this part also true mother is talking about true father. Father is one of the busiest person in the world, but we learn father likes fishing, true father and true mother. They want to go to the ocean, so mother is explaining here, even, father is so busy person, thinking about everything, the providence, businesses, everything. Mother said here, thinking up complex plans in order to realize it. But despite that father's, busyness, even how busy he is, but when he goes to the ocean, that's why mother is pondering. She's saying here, I'm pondering whenever father goes fishing. Why? Mother said here that when he is fishing, he looks like he is not thinking about anything other than fishing and concentrates completely on it like it's the most fun activity in the world. Sometimes, when we are doing or busy thinking about many things, actually, like we cannot focus. When we started to do something, always we are being bothered by many things. We are bombarded by many things we need to do. Sometimes we cannot really focus. But father, mother is saying here that why she herself is so amazed looking at father, even how busy he is when he goes fishing. And then he started to really focus, and really concentrates completely. So really amazing. And then we learn from, two parents' words that, whenever they're in the ocean and fishing, actually they communicate with Heavenly Parent. They pray a lot, right? That's why father, whenever he's fishing, he drop everything and focus in fishing. And actually father started pray a lot, right? We learned that, in the ocean, father, communicate well with our Heavenly Parent. So that's why true mother is, pondering how amazing the character of true father is. Despite all these things, when he's in the ocean and doing fishing, he can completely focus. And he is like not thinking about anything. This is the character of our beloved true father. Mother said, I don't think there's anyone in history who has much will and tenacity as true father. When he was young, if he saw a big fish in the pond, he would go fishing there for 40 days straight, saying that he had to catch that fish. I don't think there's anyone in history who has as much will and tenacity as true father. I hope that you will long and yearn for God the Father, and that you will learn the truth and strive to become the source of the truth until the day when you become perfected people who resemble God. So my mother is saying that she don't think about anyone in history who has much will and tenacity as true father. When we study, right, when we learn the autobiography of our true father, and then also from the speeches when father was sharing, really we are really amazed. Everybody is really amazed with the character of true father. Even true mother. When father see a big fish, mother is sharing here in the pond. Father will going to stay there, go fishing in that place for 40 days straight until he will catch that fish that he saw. So this kind of character, no one, I think, in history, mother is saying, who has this kind of character, who has this much will and tenacity as our true father. That's why this kind of character that he has, right? That's why heavenly parents could really trust him right? Once ever, that's when ever or because of his will, in fulfilling God's will, no one could stop him. Any situations cannot stop him, right? That's why he has this kind of drive and desire and tenacity, what Mother is saying here. Really amazing, our beloved true Father, right? Mother said, I hope that you will long and yearn for God, the Father, and that you will learn the truth and strive to become the source of the truth until the day when you become perfected people who resemble God. So we should really inherit such character, right? So we need to strive, Mother is saying, to become the source of truth until the day when you become perfected people who resemble God. So our goal is to really resemble Heavenly Parent, perfect our character. We need to resemble our beloved true parents, right? So that's why the character of true Father, it's very important for us to know and understand what kind of character Father has, how strong his will is. Once he desires something, he will never, he cannot be stopped by anyone. He will going to accomplish it without fail. Due this kind of character. That's why we need to inherit such a character. And really, Mother is saying, yearn for God, the Father, the Father's character, and really strive to, accomplish also whatever we desire until, also we can perfect our character and become perfect people who can truly resemble our Heavenly Parent, can resemble our true parents. Ju? Yeah, really amazing, our beloved true parents. Mother said, he treasures every last person in his heart and believes that he has to raise them up to stand before God. True Father has no private life. He lives like he has forgotten about it. However, when it comes to humankind, he treasures every last person in his heart and believes that he has to raise them up to stand before God. He's pouring out his heart and soul to save people so that they can be reborn as filial sons and daughters. He's always thinking about you members and your personal lives. So really, when we really read through Father's words and messages, we can really see how much he loves people. Mother is testifying here, that Father treasures every last person in his heart and believes that he has to raise them up to stand before God. We are all longing, really, we wanted to really become like our beloved true Father and true Mother. We know it's not easy, right? It's not easy, especially really, loving and embracing people. This is the most difficult thing. But, our true parents, they are our absolute model and example, showing to the world, showing to all of us. And then, especially maybe our elder members, those who are, they were very lucky to live with our true parents, with our true Father, right? So they could really feel how much Father really loves them, how much true Father loves everyone. That's why Mother is saying here that Father treasures every person in his heart and always believes that it is his responsibility to raise them up so that they can stand before God. He is always pouring out his heart and soul to save people so that they can be reborn as filial sons and daughters. Father and true Mother, they have the most, embracing heart. Sometimes, for us, the reality, we can only embrace or easily embrace people who are doing well, who are good, right? But, the ones that are sometimes what we are doing, we let them, leave the center when we have difficulties with some members, with some brothers and sisters. This is the reality for us, fallen people, still very far. Even though we are already blessed, we receive all the graces from true parents. Actually, still, our character is still very far from true parents. Our heart is still very far. But that's why continuously true parents is guiding us, right? So that we can truly expand our heart and really, treasure every people, every members also in our own centers, in our own regions, in our nation. Mother is saying here that Father always thinking about you members and your personal lives. When I think about true parents, how can I do that? How can I do what true parents have done? How they live their life? Really, what I feel just, just repent and, I'm still very, very far. reaching this level of heart of true parents, right? How can, thinking about all members, especially many members, just think about in your own region, for example, our regional leaders, how many members we have there, our centers. How can we really think about our members, pray about them, really treasure everyone in our community. This is really our goal, right? To really raise this level and really think of each member, how to raise them up, how to help them, love them, and really raise them to stand before our Heavenly Parent. Really amazing, our beloved true parents. Who on earth have done like them? No one, actually, only our true parents. That's why all people that they meet, they were embraced by anybody, even the communist people, right? Because how much true parents treasure every people, not only the good ones, as we do, right? Sometimes it's very easy for us to mingle, to love and embrace people who are doing well, who are close to us. But how about those who are, doing the other way around, doing the opposite, right? The reality, sometimes we would like to avoid these people. We would like to avoid them, but actually, that is not the way true parents have shown us. Really, we have to really learn and truly resemble true parents. Today's topic is how to resemble true parents, especially, what kind of heart they have. Aju, truly, we need to invest more effort to really be able to resemble our beloved true parents. The only thing for us is, really every day we have to repent, right? And really continue to strive, really become people like our beloved true parents. Aju? Mother said, I think he is someone whom God cannot help but love. There is not a day that he does not worry and think about you. I always feel sorry to true father. Even if father goes to bed late, he rises early in the morning and prays seriously. Even if the wind is blowing or if it is raining, night and day he is praying for you, the children of the Unification Church. When I see the face of Father meditating deeply on how to fulfill God's will, I think he is someone whom God cannot help but love. I think many, of us, especially our elders, really miss True Father so much. Those who have really, really spent long time, many times, who have seen True Parents or True Father. I first saw True Father in 2005. The last time they came to the Philippines, I'm really lucky I could see True Parents. That's, like 1 or 2 weeks before I became full-time in our church. My spiritual father, my uncle, brought me to Manila. In Manila Hotel, I could join Hunduke, and I could meet True Parents that time, first time in my life. I could meet them. I'm really lucky. I'm really happy that I could, meet True Parents the last time they came together in the Philippines. Right? Really so precious, those moments. And then first time I saw True Parents in Korea was in 2007. That's the first time also I went to Korea during the World Culture and Sports Festival. Yeah, really, maybe when we can hear testimonies of our elders, being with Father, really, for us young members, we really envy. We wanted, to be with Father, to see personally also our true Father who have really, sacrificed and really lived completely his life for Heavenly Parent. Yeah, I could also somehow experience, attending Hunduke with Father in Chonjungbong. That was in 2010. I think that's the longest Hunduke I attended with Father until we finished, I think, 11 a.m. that time. Started from 5 a.m. So I'm really grateful that somehow, before Father went to the spiritual world, I could have few experience and really saw Father personally and really listen from him personally, of course, even just through translation. But these are really very important moment of our life as members of True Parents family, right? Yeah, so Mother is really saying here that really Father is someone whom God cannot help but love. Father always prays about us. Mother is saying here that there's not a day that he does not worry and think about you. So our true Father and true Mother and our true parents, That's why whenever we have difficulties, always remember how much true parents is thinking about us. I remember, some, our leaders are telling us when we are, not happy, when we are in difficulty, and if we cannot overcome things, the more, heavenly parent and true parents are in difficulty because they are always thinking about us, right? Never in a moment that they forget about us. That's why we have to always, try our best to overcome any situation so that also true parents and heavenly parents will not be lonely when they see us lonely, because they always think about us, they always pray about us. So mother is saying here that, mother who lived with father for 52 years, mother is saying that I always feel sorry to father, even if father goes to bed very late or late, he rises early in the morning and prays seriously. Even if the wind blows or it is raining night and day, he prays for you, the children of the Unification Church. That's why mother said that really, when I see the face of father meditating deeply on how to fulfill God's will, I think he is someone whom God cannot help but love. That's why how much heavenly parent love our beloved true father, right? And our true mother, our true parents, who have really lived their life completely for our heavenly parent and for all of us, for all humanity. Aju, really amazing, our beloved true father. So how can we really resemble our true father and our true mother, our true parents? Mother said, I hope that you can empower yourselves as much as you can with the divine principle. I hope that you empower yourselves as much as you can with the divine principle. I hope that you can be unchanging in a world of heart that is firmly connected, not in a master-servant relationship, but in a father-son relationship. When you are suffering, please think about true father. Yeah, so really, mother is reminding us today to empower, ourselves as much as we can with the divine principle. Really, through our deep understanding with the divine principle, this is actually our weapon. If we don't understand well the divine principle, when difficulties comes, very easy to sway, and run away actually. That's why really the key in us, knowing true parents is our understanding with the divine principle. That's why it's not enough we join 3-day seminar, 7-day seminar. At least we need to, complete, there is what we call 70-day education. And then until we finish, we can do 21 days and then 40 days seminar. And then actually in the Philippines, we did 120 days seminar. Yeah, many of our leaders have joined and participated 120 days divine principle seminar, divine principle education. So mother is reminding us today that really for us to be empowered, it is through the divine principle. So deep understanding of the divine principle will really keep you moving continuously. And then whatever difficulties and challenges, actually we can really overcome if we have deep understanding of the divine principle, right? So that's why mother is saying here, also I hope that you can be unchanging in a world of heart that is firmly connected, not in a master-servant relationship, but in a father-son relationship. So how can we develop this relationship with our heavenly parent? Not a master-servant, but a father-son relationship. So we can see that, with our true parents towards our heavenly parent. Mother said, when you are suffering, please think about true father. Yeah, that's why sometimes when we are thinking we are going through a lot of difficulties in our life. Why am I going through such difficulties sometimes? We are thinking like this, but actually, when we think about our true father, about our true mother, the suffering that they have gone through, unimaginable. Our suffering is very, very small. Our difficulties. So how can we complain when we start to think about this? When we start to think about true father, when we start to think about true mother. That's why, brothers and sisters, true mother is reminding us when we are suffering, when we are in difficulty, let's think about true father. Let's think about true mother. Let's think about our true parents. Then we will realize our difficulty actually is nothing. Our suffering is nothing. So we can regain power, right? we can overcome, and especially with our deep understanding with the divine principle. So yesterday I joined our second generation assembly, and then Kuya Victor reminding them again it's very important of doing the reading of the divine principle. They will do condition, 40 days reading the 1 hour, 40 days reading the 3 hours, and then reading the black book. Really, our deep understanding with the principle will going to be our key to victory, right? Even how talented we are, even how intelligent we are, even how many, how good we are of many things, this will not assure that we can really accomplish our responsibility, that we can really bring great success. It's only our deep understanding with the divine principle. Aju, it's very, very important. That's why continuously we need to study the divine principle, even though we are not having, some programs or conditions this time. We need to, on our own, we need to make initiative. That's why Mother said we need to empower ourselves as much as we can with the divine principle. This will be the source of our power wherever we go, right? And then we can, win many people. We can witness to many people and tell them, right? So really the divine principle is the key. Very, very important. And then also when we are in difficulty, always remember our true parents, our true father, our true mother. This is, I think, very important in our life. Mother said, you must become children who can convey truth and love to every corner of the world. True father is concerned about the situation surrounding you, prays for you, and is cooperating with you. You should feel safe and secure in your hearts, knowing that true father is here and marches forward despite any adversity or difficulty. You must become children who can convey truth and love to every corner of the world. The path to becoming a true child that can receive the love of true father is to understand his heart and to become one in heart with him. So Mother is saying that we need to become children who can convey truth and love to every corner of the world. So like, our beloved true parents who, everywhere they go, right? So we really need to resemble our true parents. We need to become like little true father and little true mother. Mother said here that the path to becoming a true child that can receive the love of true father is to understand his heart and to become one in heart with him. So really, our course is how to become completely one in heart with our beloved true parents, right? So Mother said that, true father is always really with us. We have to really remember this. While we are doing our mission, whatever we are doing, we have to always remember that true father is always praying for us and always cooperating with us. You should feel safe and secure in your hearts, knowing that true father is here and marches forward despite any adversity or difficulty, especially this time. This speech was given by True Mother in 1967. So that time father is still here on earth. Mother is always telling, even though, that time, even father is in a distance from us, he is always with us. Every member, every blessed families, especially now that father is in the spiritual world. When we are doing our responsibilities, our mission, father is really always with us, especially this time, right? Wherever we are, whatever we are doing. So we need to always remember this. Father is always with us and helping us to accomplish our responsibility, and we can bring victory. And their wish and hope is for us to really resemble, them and really become completely one in heart with them, with our beloved true parents. Aju, and they wanted us to really become, the children who can convey the truth and love to every corner of the world, in every corner, in our areas, in different regions, in different provinces, municipalities, and in your barangays. True parents wanted to, convey all the word, the truth, in every corner. Aju, that's why in our nation also, in every corner of our nation, in every corner of the world, this is the wish of our beloved true parents. And always, they are reminding us that they are always with us. True Mother today is telling us, reminding us, true Father is always with us. Aju, so we don't need to worry about anything. So we need to empower ourselves with the divine principle and, with a strong will and desire. We have to move forward and really tell all the people, educate all people, let them know about true parents, about the truth. Aju, and really share true parents' love to every single person living on earth. Aju. Mother said, true parents have realized the goal that they came to earth to fulfill. So in 1995, the year motto contained the phrase, inherit the true parents' realm of victory. This means that true parents were victorious. True parents have realized the goal that they came to the earth to fulfill. Therefore, the child has to inherit the victory of the parents. What will you do? True parents' victory is not ordinary or easy. These days, I am living life in a constant state of tension and urgency. For example, we have to walk and make our way through places surrounded by cliffs. Even then, we must survive. The more I see the will of God expanding and being realized, the more my heart is like that. Wow, so we can really learn from true mother. That the mother said here, the more I see the will of God expanding and being realized, the more my heart is like that. Like true mother is in a constant state of tension and urgency. Can you imagine now? When we had the World Summit, and then after the World Summit, amazing victory. Like we can see how close we are to the goal for the substantial realization of Channel Group, right? So can you imagine now through mother's heart now? Mother said, the more she see the will of God expanding and realize, the more her heart is like that, in constant state of tension and urgency. Can you imagine, continuously as we are moving closer? Can you imagine like true mother doesn't have time anymore to sleep, actually, right? The more we are becoming closer and closer to the goal, true mothers, more and more, that's why tayo rin this time. The more the providence is advancing, how can we also, just live a life? How can we live a comfortable life? How can we relax? If our true mother is, always in tension and urgency. Kaya tayo rin. Of course, ngayon, many situations now, because also of this pandemic, we cannot do many things. Many situations that is hindering us. Also financially, we cannot really move forward. Many situations, but at least in our heart, right? Really understanding true mother's situation now. The more we are going closer to the goal, the more she is in constant state of tension and urgency, emergency, ganong klase ng situation, the heart of our beloved true mother, right? So actually, even true parents have already accomplished their purpose of coming. Already they have accomplished, actually. True mother should be taking rest now. Kasi ito na yung responsibility natin. Already true parents have fulfilled their responsibility of coming on earth. They've already opened actually channel group. This is now the time of, the children now. This is our responsibility. Now, believers' responsibility. Ito na yung time natin ngayon to stand and really continue the accomplishments of true parents until we completely realize kingdom of heaven, where we can really build one family under God, where Heavenly Parent can embrace all His children. So true parents already have accomplished their mission. So we need to inherit this victory and also continue, right? This is our responsibility now. All Chonbo families, all descendant families, all brothers and sisters. So today, True Mother is reminding us, as we move closer to the completion of really God's will, True Mother is in a constant state of tension and urgency. So this can remind us and, really awaken us also to, work harder in accomplishing our task, our responsibility that God have entrusted to us. Aju. So really, let's invest and really work harder, knowing True Mother's situation at this very time. Mother said, from now on, we must live our daily life, putting Father's teaching into practice. So from now on, we must live our daily life, putting Father's teachings into practice. Until now, you only thought it in your head and said that you would practice it, but from now on, you have to become people who can practice it with the actions of your body. Therefore, you cannot say that you were not able to accomplish your responsibility because of someone else. You should come to the conclusion that everything is your responsibility, that you must work harder, and that you were lacking. True father is the one who has lived life, who have lived like this on the front line. Yeah, so today really, true mother is telling us that we have to really live our daily life, putting true parents' words into practice. Aju? So, sometimes we are saying we are making new determination, lalo na ngayon, New Year ulit. We know many things we couldn't do last year. Ngayon, we made again new determination, I will do this again. But, sometimes all these things are just in our head. That's the reality. But how to carry it out, sabi ni True Mother dito, until now, you only thought it in your head and said that you would practice it. But from now on, you have to become people who can practice it with the actions of your body. So not only that, we make plans, we determine to do this, not only that, but this is now the time, Mother said, to practice it with the actions of our body. Ibig sabihin, our body should really move, right? And do something, do what we are thinking. Really, unity between mind and body. Sometimes we are thinking about many things. I need to do this, I need to do this. But already many situations hinders you from doing it. And then our body is not following, doing what our mind is saying. So Mother is telling us that from now on, we have to practice it with the actions of our body. And then Mother said, therefore, you cannot say that you were not able to accomplish your responsibility because of someone else. Sometimes, we are our fallen nature. Because of him, because of her, I cannot do my responsibility. Mother is telling us, you cannot say like that, right? This is our responsibility. This is not others. So when we fail in doing it, it is not because of someone else. It is because only of us. We cannot blame other people like that. Mother is reminding us. Mother said, you should come to the conclusion that everything is your responsibility, that you must work harder, and that you were lacking. So that's why, really, we are really lacking in many things. This is now time for us to really think about, reflect. I am lacking of many things. That's why I need to, renew my determination and really determine to really work harder. And no matter what, fulfill my responsibility. Fulfill our responsibility. Aju? So Mother is telling us that true father is the one who has lived like this on the front line. Whenever father think about doing something, we learn, really father will do it as soon as possible, immediately. Sometimes, nabasa natin sa autobiography ni father, when he wanted to do something and then it's night time, actually father cannot sleep. He is, scratching the wall, and then until later on, meron ng butas. He has this kind of character, cannot even wait to fulfill what he wanted to do. Aju? So our true parents, they are, they have this kind of character. So we need to inherit this. That's why we need to really put the words, the teachings of true parents into practice. Yeah, it's good to learn continuously. We are learning, we master already the teachings, but not only that, that is only the first step. The most important thing is how to carry it out, how to put this into practice. Aju? Aju, that's why today Mother is telling us, we must live our daily life putting Father's teaching into practice. Aju, that's why today, again, we have another opportunity. We have another year also. Almost 2 months is over. We have just 10 months in this year. So let's really do our best. Always remember that Heavenly Parent, our true parents, true Father is always with us. So don't worry about anything. Let's really do our best and really fulfill our responsibility and truly bring joy and comfort to our Heavenly Parent and to our beloved true parents and to our beloved true Father, who is always, cheering us up. Aju, our true parents. So let's really become the true sons and daughters who can truly spread the truth and love to every corners of the world. Aju, and really make our Heavenly Parent and true parents proud of us. Let's really all be victorious children of our true parents. Aju. So with this guidance today, let us once again offer our gratitude to our Heavenly Parents and true parents. Thank you very much, beloved brothers and sisters. May Heavenly Parents and true parents love be always upon you and your families. Let's always remember, Heavenly Parent and true parents loves every one of us so much. And let's really become the sons and daughters that can really make them proud of. Thank you so much, and let's have a great day today.
Once again, let us offer let's give a big hand to our beloved national leader, Reverend Leo Angelo. Okay, so thank you so much to our national leader for conveying to us today's Honduran message. And yes, let us embody and practice the tradition of our true parents by empowering ourselves by the divine principle. Oh, all right, so moving on for our reflections. Let's hear some reflections from our brothers and sisters. Is there anyone in our Zoom room who wants to share his or her reflection? Please raise your hand. Okay, so I don't see anyone. So let us listen to the reflections of our assigned brothers and sisters today. First, our sister all the way from the USA, our blessed family. Let us welcome Miss Virgie Patron Hosson for her reflection.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. Good morning.
Good morning po.
Narinig? Okay. I'm so grateful and thankful for this opportunity that I can share my heart for my precious brothers and sisters. And first, I'm so thankful for our national leader for the very powerful message of True Mother. Testifying to Father how True Father invest everything and how the life of True Father living when he was in the physical world. The topic for today is let's resemble true parents. This word is really striking me so hard because when I joined the church way back like 2001, receiving the divine principle at 21 days workshop from our elder Kuya Richard Porras. Kuya, thank you for those opportunity that because of him, my heart and understanding about the divine principle is really strong for me. For me during the time, the lecture is really for me. Because I was moved, I was touched, my mind was cleared, my direction towards the purpose of my life. Even during that seminar workshop, I saw my ancestors joining the workshop during the time. So it always reminds me the word of true parents that we should be a little true parents who can accomplish the mission that entrusted to us. The day that I understand the divine principle, I commit myself totally to true parents. There's so many problems along the way, obstacles, challenges. But somehow, because of the support and prayers of our leaders, my spiritual parents, I was able to overcome. You know, it's not easy to live a public person or to become a selfless person because I'm the breadwinner of my family. But I'm so grateful that I overcome. I do my mission and responsibility in Philippines. My mission for me is easy. I don't have any problems about witnessing, fundraising. But every day, I always put myself like, I should be a little true parents for everybody. The message for today is very conveying to me, and it reminds me that during my mission life in Philippines and even in America, I have so many situations that it's like almost life and death situation. I almost die in my frontline mission. Most of the time, we sleep in the car. We sleep 3 to 4 hours in the 4 season, summer, fall, winter, and summer. Even in the front line, we experience so many situations that somehow if we are like ordinary people, we cannot survive. But deep in my heart, I always think that I do this mission not only by myself, but my ancestors with me, and especially true parents is always guiding my path wherever I go. When I start the day, my mind is already set at that no matter what, I need to be victorious. That even when I do fundraising, I experience so many things that even those people that less or they don't have any more money, they still give it to me. So my heart as one of you, my precious brothers and sisters, is the same. I really want to accomplish my responsibility. I want to be victorious. Somehow I was far with my family, but God always find way on how my family could connect to our church, how to connect with our two parents. For me, my greatest happiness is that today I was be with my family physically and spiritually, and I want to continue more. It will not end in here, but I will fulfill my responsibility to restore my tribes. The only thing that I always remember is how hard the situation, as the parents said, that we should overcome, because all the doings that we have, all the goals that we set within ourselves, everything will be victorious. So I'm so confident. And thank you so much for reminding us today this very powerful message. I was so empowered that I cannot explain myself to you, my precious brothers and sisters, but I'm so grateful and thankful to all those brothers and sisters, to all those leaders, for Ate Shirley Vergara always be there with me during my time when I was young in the church. Thank you so much. And for my for my wonderful blessing, Kuya Jaime, you always be there beside me, supporting me in everything that I do. I have nothing to say, but I'm so thankful and grateful for your parents. because of two parents, my life was changed. A kind of lifestyle was changed, my concept and everything. I'm so grateful deep in my heart. And I hope that my precious brothers and sisters, all of us will be strong and hold on in every situation, especially in this challenging moment. I have nothing, brothers and sisters. I don't have anything, but deep inside me, I have something that I can accomplish bigger together with my precious brothers and sisters, my family, my spiritual family who always be there with me, praying for me. So I hope that we're not going to be tired to read more and more the divine principles, brothers and sisters. I hope that continuously we share the blessing, we share the truth for our fellow children of God. Everyone is precious. Everyone is important. And we can go forward all together. Thank you. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Ate Virgie, for sharing your heart. We could really feel your sincere reflection. And I know brothers and sisters can really relate to you, especially those who went in the frontline mission throughout the years. Okay po, so maraming salamat po. And all right, so is there any other brothers and sisters? Is there anyone who would like to share his or her reflection from our Zoom? Okay, so wala po. Now let us listen to another reflection from our region. So let us welcome our regional leader here in the Region 6, Mr. Carlo Nino Bartolo. Let's welcome him.
Good morning, our beloved Heavenly parents. Narinig ako. Good morning to our beloved national leader, Reverend Dr. Leo Halog. Good morning po. Good morning to our family members and Chandu families and brothers and sisters, and full-time members and working members who are also joining our morning devotion for this morning. And I want to share my reflection because it also strikes me that from the topic, it all resemble our true parents. So this is what I learned and what is my takeaway from the words from our true mother. Let me read to you. When I see the face of Father meditating deeply on how to fulfill God's will, I think he is someone whom God cannot help but love. So wow, this really meaningful and wonderful message and personal reflection and statement from our true mother. So really, since younger years of our true father, he really is a visionary of what he can do to help God, knowing about God's character and God's nature, always curious about that. When somebody focus on, there's once an instance in his life, when he is young, that somebody mourned for by the death of their loved ones. Yet he is still thinking what will happen to this person, or what is about afterlife, or about the next life. What will happen to us, no? After we died here in the physical world. So really, from young and to the old age of our true father, he is really a busy person. He's the most busiest person, I think, that I learned and I know personally. So it means that he is really connected to God, to the heart of God. And somehow we could also reflect that when we are closer to our parents, when we also doing our best to reflect and to embody the heart of our parent, that kind of relationship also, we are closer to our physical parent. No? Or when we are closer to our leader, our heart also one with our leader. So somehow our leader also closer to us, and somehow he is one in heart with us. So you can imagine that your father now have gone to the spirit world, but still working there. And there have been too many representatives from our two parents, our Reverend, our loving Reverend Masai Chihori now represents our two parents in our region, to our national leaders, to our vice presidents. So there are so many people whom we could see and be inspired, whom they are also willing to resemble the heart of our two parents, resemble the life and the will of our two parents. So deeply, I could also think that God will not abandon them. God will not separate from them. So I reflect that if we could only have the heart, that connect to our heart, the heart of God, then God will not abandon us. So, and also, in our couple life today, if you are connected to our couple, to our partner, then our partner will not abandon us. I think so. That's really true. So let's resemble the heart of our two parents. This become busy and equally busy spiritually and physical life, every day in our lives. So right now we are also doing our best, but still there's also some hindrances. But still, let's continue. I will also continue my best, our best, to build and to live one in heart with our two parents, so that also God could God, our Heavenly Parent, could really see and feel blessing to us. So lastly, again, from now on, we must live our daily life putting Father's teaching into practice. Thank you very much, everyone.
All right, thank you so much, Kuya Nino, for that wonderful reflection. So I find it very beautiful and sweet when True Mother says that true parents are always thinking of us and embracing us as their children, and even though we are lacking in so many ways. So thank you so much, true parents. And okay, so moving on for our news and announcement, let us welcome our national headquarters, our Executive Secretary, Ms. Yabjani Patula.
Good morning to all our leaders, brothers and sisters. Here are the news and announcements. We would like to remind everyone to the Yojong Chonbo Great Works event this coming February 26 and 27. This is hosted by the Yojong Heaven and Earth Chonbo Training Center. All members throughout the nation are encouraged to join and participate. For those who have not yet registered, you can register until tomorrow, February 22, 2022, until 5 p.m. Manila time. We will also accept payment until tomorrow from those who registered but have not yet paid. For registration, please email at hjcbfields@gmail.com or ask your local regional leader for the registration link. Next, we are inviting all blessed families and new blessed couples to attend the Asia Pacific Parental Guidance Series 1.0 on February 27, 2022. There is a registration fee of $5 or 260 pesos. The registration deadline is February 24, 2022. For more information, please contact Mrs. Kayo Halog at 0967-246-9149. And we would like also to remind all blessed families and members about the special donation for the event celebrating True Parents' birthday and 9th anniversary of Foundation Day. We accept donations until end of February. For the donation amount, for blessed families at least $25 and for single adults at least $10. You can send your precious donation to the following bank account: BPI dollar account and PNB peso account. Please don't forget to send each transaction receipt to our accounting staff, Mr. Sandy Ibo, through his messenger. That's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ms. Jenny. And at this moment, I would like to take this opportunity to express our gratitude to our national leader for every day's morning devotion message, and to our brothers and sisters who are actively participating in our Hinduke through Facebook and YouTube and here in Zoom, and today's host of the Region 6. So thank you so much to our patron family, Himay family and Salido family for participating. And to close our Hinduke, may I request our CAR President, Mr. Angelito Kainday, to lead our prayer.
Let us pray. Our loving Heavenly Parent, victorious true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. Today, we are grateful and humble before you, Heavenly Parent, and our victorious. We receive your precious guidance through our national leader, that we really need to embody true parents. This is the best way that we can truly show to the world our true parents. To loving Heavenly Parent, we hope and pray that if this continuous guidance, we could truly, fully embody that kind of heart that our true parents have. And so that we can bring glory, honor, and victory to you, Heavenly Parent, and to our victorious true parents. This is the world needs loving Heavenly Parent. We need to have this kind of heart. The heart that can embrace everything. The heart that can truly offer everything. And if we could truly manifest this in our daily lives, many people will come back to the bosom. So loving Heavenly Parent, we will do our utmost best and sincerity that in our everyday lives, we try to do, really practice the desire of our beloved true parents and our victorious true parents. That we will become the living example, the substantial divine principle, which embody true love. So may each and everyone today who join in this morning devotion, that really reflect and truly understand the desire of our beloved parents to each and every one of us, that this is our ultimate destiny, our ultimate goal in life, which is to really embody the heart, the simjong of our beloved heavenly parents and our victorious true parents, so that we can save more people. We can bring back all the lost children of heavenly parents and our victorious true parents, so that we will become truly the extension of true parents. And all people of the world can really feel the heart of our true parents in their lives because of us as a citizen of Chonil Group, as part of the true parents family. We spread all over the world, and through that, the humanity, the world, can really experience the heart of our beloved parents. So thank you for the chance. Thank you for the opportunity, heavenly parents and victorious true parents, that we meet you in our lives, and we live in the very most precious, significant time, loving Heavenly Parent. And I pray also, loving Heavenly Parent, that today each and everyone will be blessed in their lives. Thank you for everything. I offer this prayer on behalf of all leaders, next families all over the world, and to those who join in this national morning devotion. I report and offer this prayer in our name, Angelito Malaika Inday, Blessed Central Family. Aju.
Aju. Let us offer our unison prayer. Aju. 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 Thank you so much, Mr. Angelito Kainday, and thank you, brothers and sisters. And now, let us offer our morning greetings to our Heavenly Parent and True Parents. Good morning, Heavenly Parent, True Parents. And good morning, brothers and sisters.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, National Leader. Good morning, brothers and sisters. Thank you so much. Happy morning. Happy Monday.
Good evening. Good morning.
Hi, Virgie. Hi, Jaime.
Good morning. Magandang umaga.
Magandang umaga sa lahat.
Good morning po, Tita
Morning.
morning, Davao.
Lola Justy, good morning.